To look at it, plastic appears pretty sturdy, and scientists have discovered even in attempting to destroy it, plastic breaks down into little, likely toxic particles that make their way into our bodies. Those remains are called microplastics, and their smaller counterparts, nanoplastics.
You need very sophisticated machinery and equipment to detect nanoplastics. Most microplastics you also can't see with the naked eye, but there are a few that you can, about the size of a pencil eraser.
Scientists became concerned after discovering microplastics in a wide range of body tissues, including the kidneys, heart, and brain. Some organs, like the brain, appear more vulnerable than others.
And microplastics turn out to concentrate in the brain far more than the liver or the kidney. That's just been published recently. And they are associated with increased risk for cognitive decline, unfortunately.
Looking further, scientists found 10 times as much plastic in the brains of deceased individuals who had been diagnosed with dementia compared to those without the condition.
The story about microplastic gets worse with almost every passing month.
Heart surgeon Dr. Stephen Gundry points to research showing that plastic in someone's arteries puts them at greater risk of death in case of a cardiovascular event, such as heart attack or stroke.
Blockages just from these microplastics, because these are actually foreign material. And we had no idea that these guys even existed until we started looking for them.
They also found these tiny toxins can disrupt the gut microbiome.
The more microplastics we ingest, we start really changing the bacteria in our gut. And we prevent the bacteria in our gut from making really important compounds. One of them, believe it or not, is hydrogen gas.
Research shows microplastics can interfere with the body's hormone system.
You can have disruption of estrogen signaling. You can also disrupt thyroid hormone signaling.
They've even been linked to an increased risk of cancer. For these reasons, experts recommend avoiding plastic when possible. It can be an overwhelming task, but we can start by drinking water out of reusable metal or glass bottles instead of plastic ones when possible.
I definitely don't want individuals to suffer from dehydration, especially in the hot summer. And so, by all means, it's far better to drink water out of a plastic container than not drink any water at all.
If you use plastic water bottles, don't leave them in a hot car or direct sunlight because UV rays will break down that plastic. That's why you often see labels or warnings to avoid putting plastic in the microwave because heat can cause it to leach into the food. Likewise, experts say it's best to use glass or metal containers when storing food in the refrigerator or freezer. Same goes for not washing plastic in the dishwasher and also avoiding non-stick pans like Teflon.
The plastic breaks down over time. Again, that leaches into the product and that gets into our bodies. So if you have objects in your house, even cosmetics that are expired, I would recommend throwing them away.
While research continues on the extent of harm caused by microplastics, early evidence suggests it's best to both minimize your exposure to them and pay attention on how best to use them. Lorie Johnson, CBN News.